Hello students, I hope you all are fine and safe at home. So बच्चे, in the last module we have done the features as well as the importance of the principles of manager. Features we have done and importance we have done of the principles of management, and today we are starting up with the very important topic, that is the Fowles principles of management. In this chapter, we will do Fowles principles of management as well as Taylor's principles of management. So first we are starting up with the Fowles principles of management. Before starting up with the Henry Fowles principles of management, I just want to give the little bit introduction that who is Henry Fowles. Who is Henry Fowles? His history has been given in your books also. Okay, so just have the glance on that. Henry Fowles was born in France in 1841. He got degree in mining engineering in 1860 and started working as engineer in a coal mining company. Then in 1888 he was promoted as the managing director of the company, and at that time the company was in the situation of the insolvency. Insolvency means that the company was insolvent in nature, and you are the accountancy student and hope you understand the meaning of insolvent. Insolvent का basically हम बोलते हैं दिवाला निकलना, जिसके पास कुछ भी नहीं रहता, हम बोलते हैं ना इसके पास कौड़ी भी नहीं अब, ठीक है. सो दैट इज द पोजीशन ऑफ द इंसॉल्वेंसी, दिवाला निकलना, ठीक है. सो एट दैट टाइम व्हेन ही हैज जॉइंड एज द मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर, एट दैट टाइम कंपनी वाज फेसिंग सर्टेन काइंड ऑफ द फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस, ठीक है. सो ही बीइंग द मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर ही एक्सेप्टेड द चैलेंज एंड ही सेड दैट इट इज माय रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू टुक दैट कंपनी आउट फ्रॉम दैट सर्टेन काइंड ऑफ द क्राइसिस, ठीक है. सो एट दैट टाइम ही डेवलप्ड सच काइंड ऑफ प्रिंसिपल्स कि अगर हम इन प्रिंसिपल्स को फॉलो करते हैं देन वी कैन से द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन विल 100% गिव अप द मैक्सिमम रिजल्ट. सो ही प्रैक्टिस्ड ऑल दीज प्रिंसिपल्स, ठीक है. ही पुट ईच प्रिंसिपल इनटू एक्सपेरिमेंट, ठीक है, इन ऑर्डर टू नो अबाउट द आउटकम, इन ऑर्डर टू नो अबाउट द रिजल्ट. एज अ रिजल्ट क्या हो गया कि वो जौन सी कंपनी इंसॉल्वेंट हो गई थी, दैट कंपनी कम आउट ऑफ दैट इंसॉल्वेंसी, ठीक है. एंड आफ्टर he retired, he worked over there for 30 years, and after 30 years when he got retirement from that mining, we can say, industry, at that time it was one of the leading coal steel company, ठीक है. एंड दे आर हैविंग द वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग फाइनेंशियल बैकग्राउंड, ठीक है. वो बहुत ज़्यादा अमीर कंपनी होगी, ठीक है. तो उसको उन क्राइसिस में से किसने निकाला? दैट इज द हेनरी फ्यूल, ठीक है. और हेनरी फ्यूल ने क्या ऑल्टरनेटिव किए? दैट ही हैज़ डेवलप्ड 14 प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ मैनेजमेंट. उसने 14 प्रिंसिपल्स यहाँ पे लगाए इस पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, एंड एज अ रिजल्ट, ठीक है, व्हाट ही गॉट, ही finally succeeded in overcoming the company's financial crisis, ठीक है. And when he got retirement, at that time that coal steel company was one of the leading company of the world, ठीक है. So now let's start with the Fowles principles of management. He has given 14 principles of management. First principle is, that is division of work. Very easy principle. Division of work, as the name suggests, that is dividing the work into small chunks in order to get the success, ठीक है. So that the work can be completed in less time, ठीक है, with maximum utilization of the resources and by avoiding the wastage of the resources. See, division of work, suppose I am taking the example of some furniture company, ठीक है. Then what that company is doing? They are collecting the wood. After that they are cutting the wood into different pieces, ठीक है. After that they are joining the wood pieces, clear. And after that they are polishing the designed material, ठीक है, and after that it is ready for the sale in the market. अब how the organization they are carrying on this work? Collecting up of the wood, it is done by some other person. Cutting off the wood, उसके लिए अलग बंदे रख रखे हैं उन्होंने. Joining the piece, joint के लिए उन्होंने अलग रख रखे हैं. Polishing के लिए उन्होंने अलग रख रखे हैं, ठीक है. और उनके पर्टिकुलर शोरूम में दे हैव असाइंड द ड्यूटी टू डिफरेंट पर्सन, ठीक है, दैट इफ द कस्टमर अराइज देन हाउ दे हैव टू प्रोसीड द सेल प्रोसीजर, ठीक है. सो नाउ इट्स फाइनल प्रोडक्ट इज द फर्नीचर, ठीक है. बट ये सभी पोर्शन को उन्होंने अलग अलग टास्क में डिवाइड कर दिया, ठीक है, इन ऑर्डर टू गेट द मैक्सिमम डिग्री ऑफ द वी कैन से रिजल्ट. You can take the example of your school. In your school also, we can say management, they have decided that they have to earn the profits, but for that particular concern profits, ठीक है, all the employees, they are working in the organization and all are working with the different task. ठीक है. Same is the case in your stream also. We are having ample number of students in +1 and +2. ठीक है. But some teachers have been assigned to teach the commerce students. Some teachers have been assigned to teach the medical or non-medical student. Some teachers are teaching the humanities. As a result, all are working for only one profit, that is the profit motive. ठीक है. But their work has been divided. ठीक है. अब मैनेजमेंट को एक टाइम पे कितने ही काम होते हैं. सम वर्क मैनेजमेंट दे आर डूइंग देमसेल्फ, सम वर्क दे हैव असाइन टू द प्रिंसिपल मैम, सम वर्क प्रिंसिपल मैम विल असाइन टू द टीचर्स, ठीक है. सो व्हाट इज दिस? दिस इज द डिविजन ऑफ द वर्क इन ऑर्डर टू गेट द इफेक्टिव रिजल्ट्स, ठीक है. एंड वाइल डिवाइडिंग द वर्क दे हैव टू कीप इन माइंड द staffing function. Staffing function means right person should be placed at the right job so that they can fetch maximum amount of the profits. Okay, so this is all about the division of the work. Second principle we are having, that is the principle of authority and responsibility. I have already told you that from case studies point of view this chapter is very important. So next we are having authority and responsibility, and both the words they are having different meaning. ठीक है. Authority means we can simple word that is the power, and responsibility means is regarded as the obligation to do the particular work. ठीक है. Some work has been assigned by the teacher to the student. At that period of time, the student should become responsible to complete that target, because he is having the obligation to complete the work on the time, because he have to submit that particular work to their teacher. ठीक है. And authority means the power. ठीक है. But if we are talking about the organization, if we are talking about the company, both authority and responsibility should be given hand in hand. Means if we are providing the authority, we should provide up the responsibility also, because without authority, responsibility is incomplete, and without responsibility, authority is incomplete. I am giving you the example. See, suppose we have to organize farewell party for you people. Principal ma'am has given the authority to 2 teachers that you have to make the arrangement. Clear? But responsibility is not there. ठीक है. Then the task will not be covered up effectively. ठीक है. Vice versa. Suppose the principal ma'am has given the responsibility to 2 teachers, ठीक है, to arrange all the arrangements for the function, and principal ma'am said that I don't want any kind of mishappening over there. Proper discipline should be there, proper arrangement should be there, everything must be in the proper sequence. ठीक है. But at that particular point, principal ma'am is not giving up the authority to the teacher, ठीक है, to have the arrangement for the lunch. ठीक है. अब लंच का अरेंजमेंट करना है, ठीक है. उसके लिए क्या चाहिए? फाइनेंसिस चाहिए. ठीक है. मैम हैज़ गिवन द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू द टीचर, ठीक है, बट शी इज़ नॉट गिविंग द अथॉरिटी ऑन द फाइनेंशियल बेसिस. ठीक है. तो वो फंक्शन सक्सेसफुल होएगा? नहीं होएगा. because in this particular example responsibility has been assigned but authority has not been given to the teachers. Is that clear? Similarly एक और example है, if the person is given responsibility to produce 100 units, ये production का example ले रही हूँ, this was the journal example, ठीक है. So if the person is given the responsibility to produce 100 units, ठीक है, and they have assigned them the particular period also, suppose 2 days they have given कि हमें 2 days में 100 units assemble करने हैं, ठीक है, but organization or the firm they are not giving him the, we can say, authority to purchase the raw material from the outside. And similarly, if the organization they are not giving the authority to purchase the raw material from outside, जब तक raw material नहीं आएगा, ठीक है, how the management can start up their function? It is not possible for them, ठीक है, to start up the work by the workers. So over here also responsibility has been given but authority has not been given to the workers, ठीक है. So in the organization also the authority as well as the responsibility they should go hand in hand, ठीक है. I hope this principle is understood, authority and responsibility. Next बच्चे we are having discipline. Discipline is getting obedience to rules and regulations. Every organization they are working in the disciplined manner, and if the organizations they are not working in the disciplined manner, naturally they are not fetching the maximum amount of the profits from the outside, ठीक है. And this discipline is required at all the levels, whether the worker is working at the top level, whether the worker is working at the middle level, or whether the worker is working at the lower level, ठीक है. This discipline should be there in each and every circle of the organization if the organization they want to fetch maximum amount of profits from the outside, ठीक है. So this is all about the discipline. Discipline principle is very easy and it is very simple in nature. Next we are having, that is the unity of command. Unity of command means that one subordinate should receive orders from only one boss. Over here the important word is one boss, that whenever there is the instructions or the orders given by the top officials to the lower level, ठीक है, they should provide only, we can say they should give only one work at the particular period of time, ठीक है. Workers should receive the orders from only one person at a particular period of time, ठीक है. Suppose if any kind of work has to be start in the organization, ठीक है, organization ने क्या किया, हमें टॉप लेवल के ऑफिशियल ने एक बंदे को काम दे दिया, दैट यू हैव टू डू दिस वर्क, ठीक है. उसी टाइम उसके साथ वाले डेजिग्नेशन, अब सपोज मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर ने बोल दिया कि तूने ये काम करना है, ठीक है. उसके बाद CEO दैट इज एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने हमें बोल दिया कि आपने ये वाला काम करना है. अब बंदा एक है, काम कितने हो गए, 2 हो गए, ठीक है. नाउ दैट पर्टिकुलर पर्सन विल बी इन अ कंफ्यूजन, ठीक है, कि हुज ऑर्डर्स एंड इंस्ट्रक्शन हैव टू डेल्ट अप फर्स्ट, ठीक है. सो एट दैट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम इट विल क्रिएट द कंफ्यूजन इन द माइंड ऑफ द वर्कर्स, ठीक है. देन द वर्क ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज नॉट टू क्रिएट द कंफ्यूजन इन द माइंड ऑफ द वर्कर्स, ठीक है. सिंपल सी एग्जाम्पल है, ठीक है. बिजनेस स्टडीज टीचर हैव गिवन यू सम टास्क, ठीक है, एंड शी सेड कि आई वांट टू दैट यू शुड कंप्लीट दिस टास्क विद इन द पीरियड ऑफ 2 days, ठीक है. Apart from that, your economics teacher has also given you the task and she is saying that you have to complete this task in 2 days, ठीक है. Now the student will be in the dilemma कि मेरे पास 2 दिन का काम है और काम जितना बिजनेस का है उतना ही इकोनॉमिक्स का है, ठीक है. Then whose order I have to obey first, मैं किसका काम पहले करके दूं, ठीक है. एज ए रिजल्ट वो बच्चा काम तो करेगा बट दैट पर्सन विल बी इन द मेयर कंफ्यूजन, ठीक है. So whenever we people are talking about the organization, in the organization also every worker should receive the orders and instructions from only one boss. ठीक है. So that he or she should be accountable to only one superior. ठीक है. He is receiving orders from more than one boss, then he will be confused and he will not able to understand at all that whose orders he have to execute first. ठीक है. Like a very good example has been given in your book that if employee of the production department is asked to go slow in the production to maintain quality standard by the production in charge, and sales in charge instruct employees to fasten the production to meet the pending orders. Ab now what they are trying to tell you, we are having two person, we are having production in charge and we are having sales in charge. ठीक है. What the production in charge is saying that to go in the slow process. ठीक है. जौन से हमारी production का process है that should be slow in the nature. Why? Because they want to maintain the quality standard in their products. ठीक है. But the sales in charge, they are saying that you have to fasten the production at a very large scale because we have to meet up the pending orders, and if we are not meeting up the pending orders on time, we are not getting the effective amount of the profits. हमारा जौन सा contract है वो हम खो देंगे. As a result, the workers will get confused because he will confuse that which order he have to obey. ठीक है. Whose instruction he have to follow, whether to follow from the production in charge or whether to follow from the sales in charge. Clear? So that's why they are saying that there should be the unity of command, that the workers should receive the orders from only one boss. I hope you understand. Next principle we are having, that is the unity of direction. Unity of direction means one unit, one plan. Means if we are having one department, ठीक है, then they should work for only that particular department. They should do the planning for only that particular department. In our schools also, we are having commerce department, we are having science department, we are having humanities department. Commerce teachers, they are making the plans for the upliftment of the commerce students. Science teachers, they are making up the plans for the upliftment of the science students. Art students, humanities teachers, they are making up the plans for the upliftment of the humanity students. ठीक है. All we can say all the teachers, they are developing their own department. One unit means one plan, means एक unit का, एक department का एक ही plan होना चाहिए. Otherwise again there will be the chaos. ठीक है. Next we are having, that is subordination of individual interest to general interest. सबॉर्डिनेशन ऑफ इंडिविजुअल इंटरेस्ट टू जनरल इंटरेस्ट का मतलब, सबॉर्डिनेशन का बेसिकली मीन होता है त्याग करना, त्याग होना. ठीक है. त्याग करना. सबॉर्डिनेशन ऑफ इंडिविजुअल इंटरेस्ट टू जनरल इंटरेस्ट. अब सपोज आई एम वर्किंग इन अ स्कूल. ठीक है. ओवर देयर वहाँ पे कौन सा इंटरेस्ट में अलाई कर रहा है? इंडिविजुअल इंटरेस्ट. Because if I am if I am delivering up the lectures, I am devoting my time for the school. In return, the school is giving me the salary. ठीक है. And the organizations, they are having their journal interest. Journal interest means profit motive. Management, they are working for only and only profit. ठीक है. And that is the journal interest. ठीक है. अब हुआ क्या, this interest of the organization मस्ट, जब भी हम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के इंटरेस्ट की बात करते हैं, ठीक है, जर्नल इंटरेस्ट मस्ट बी गिवन प्रेफरेंस एज कंपेयर टू द इंडिविजुअल इंटरेस्ट. ठीक है. मीन्स सबॉर्डिनेशन ऑफ इंडिविजुअल इंटरेस्ट. हम इंडिविजुअल इंटरेस्ट का त्याग कर सकते हैं, ठीक है, पर जर्नल इंटरेस्ट को हम स्टेक पे नहीं रख सकते. सिंपल सी एग्जाम्पल है, if we are working in the organization, we should have to maintain the coordinated relations with all the persons or the officials concerned with us. ठीक है. I am working as a teacher. ठीक है. I am having good relations with the management. I am having good relation with the principal ma'am. I am having good relation with the staff member. I am having the good relation with my students. ठीक है. तो ये क्या हो रहा है? I am working for the journal interest. ठीक है. अब ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हम लोगों को क्या दे रही है, सैलरी, ठीक है, बट किसी स्कूल में फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस आ गई, ठीक है, दैट स्कूल्स मैनेजमेंट इज सेइंग कि हमारे स्कूल में क्राइसिस आ रखे हैं, ठीक है, और हम इतने ज़्यादा इंसॉल्वेंसी की सिचुएशन में है दैट वी आर नॉट एबल टू गिव यू द सैलरी फॉर 1 month. Yes, we are making up the promise that if our firm will be out of such kind of crisis, from the next month we are giving you the double salary. Clear? So at that particular period of time, if the subordinate is having the humble relationship with the superior, that person will be ready to subordinate his individual interest to the general interest. वो क्या कर रहा है, अपने इंटरेस्ट का त्याग कर रहा है, सैलरी का त्याग कर दिया उसने फॉर द सेक ऑफ द सर्वाइवल ऑफ हिज और हर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, ठीक है. सो वेन एवर वी आर वर्किंग इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, इफ वी वॉन्ट द अपलिफ्टमेंट ऑफ द